So what I'll be demonstrating for you today is how to use this template, which is actually fairly simple, but just so you know and understand how this works. So when you open the PowerPoint, you will see this. It looks like a PowerPoint, and you may be sitting there thinking, "What? This is not a poster," but it is. It's all the pieces are here because if you went to print this, which you might be able to get it to your size paper to print, but it's actually made to be able to print on a big printer, so we can actually use it in a poster session. So if it's not the right size, there are ways to adjust. Use your control or your wheel on your mouse, or to use down here in the corner, you can make things bigger or smaller. But this is the basic layout, and it is pretty simple to use. You just put, if my study is on ADHD and um, online learning, I just type my title right in there, put the authors of who's writing the paper, and Central Christian College. It'd be helpful if I could actually spell my name correctly. But anyway, so you put that in there, and then you're ready to go. It's pulling. Now, here, the big thing with poster sessions is really what you're trying to do is to summarize and kind of visualize, if possible, what your paper is all about. So basically, you're just filling out these sections. I'm going to make this larger just so it's a little easier, to see, and just move it over so you can see. So, introduction. Obviously, you're not taking just cutting and pasting here. You could do some of that, but what you're really doing is trying to restate in such a way that if somebody was walking by and like, oh, I'd be interested in hearing more about ADHD and online learning, they can read your an introduction. So think of this as the hook, the thing that captures the individual. And really, what you should do is write all of this, over in Word, or your word processing document, and then pull it over, because basically in the end, and I'm gonna be using just some Latiny stuff here, just to fill it in. You'll take it in here, and if it'll memory will go quickly. Sorry about this. It's pausing. There we go. So you'll just bring it right in, and put it in. Now, look, if you look here, this is Times New Roman 14. It looks small, but again, this is poster size. Now, if you're finding that you have lots of extra space or something like that, and you want to increase size just a little bit, I would not go beyond 16. Most of the time, we just keep it at 14. And you put your introduction. And again, it's about a hook. So, you know, uh, you've come up with even some questions like, are you ADHD? Can ADHD people succeed in online learning? This research is about, and then you use some of what you wrote in your introduction or your literature review just to fill that in. Now, it may be that it's that short, which is fine, and then you can move your references up. And I'm going to show you this. If you use your arrow, put it anywhere off the areas, and then kind of get the areas you want, and then press your arrow keys, you can move things up or down very easily, to make room for the other things that you need to do. So it may be good to do your references and your introduction, references first, then your introduction, though you can do it either way you want to. And with references, all you're doing is picking out, because there's plenty of room for this depending on where it is that you size it. All you're doing is picking out the major references. So as you think about the paper that you wrote, who are the major influencers into the research that you did? And you would just add their references here, just as you do on in your last page. All right. So again, you cut and paste right into this. Now, many times for the reason it probably took so long is because I cut and paste directly, so it was also capturing the font size and stuff. If you use right click and just say keep text only, then it'll get rid of all the formatting and so on that usually comes with it. It's easier to do that way. You may have to reformat some of what's in the box, but you should be good. So same thing here, method section. You write out your method section, so you include it. and what they did, how many people were populated, were gathered. Now, one of the things you may want to think about doing is grafting or putting a table uh, into play, and so that's a good thing to do as well. So you can add that in there, kind of use that, like if you want to add a graph or a table to give some visual, you can put that in there. Your paragraph can wrap around that. So you can use, if you need to move the paragraph, so you want to put that there. Uh, Again, it's all customizable. It's just, this is the basic layout. Now, if you wanted to move things, like move research questions over here, just grab it, move it over here, because you can put that over there because you might need more room over here. That's fine. All this is movable. And PowerPoint gives you kind of guides to show, okay, so that now, see that dotted line across the top? It means it's even with sorry, it's not even with the other ones. This is even with the other ones. If I can find it again, there we go. Oh, right there. Okay. So the point is summarize, summarize, summarize. What are your results? That's your discussion thing. So what did you find? What did you discover? Was the hypothesis? You're stating your research question, the hypothesis here, but restating, was the hypothesis true? What kind of questions exist? Ideas for future research, all of that. Sorry, that's in your discussions and conclusions. In your results section, it's just what the statistics had to say. But again, you can change these two. So discussion and conclusion, put the results up there. And then your contact information is just like who you are, how do people reach out if they wanted to ask you some questions about your research. So that can be pretty small on the bottom. Once you get that all done, it's pretty well a done deal. You save it, but you can also, I want you to try to save it as a PDF. So it'll ask you first, do you want to save what this is? So if you say yes, it'll save the document as it is. And then if you wanted to save, so I'm just going to, let me pull this over here so I can find a place, documents. And I'm going to put this as a save. Okay, so it should be saving it now. And then it'll develop it if you just pause. Now, it is a PDF, and this is what you can then upload into your assignment to have that done. Now, the other thing to keep in mind when playing around in here, this is totally customizable. So if you like, hey, I want to add some color, I want to do some, background, so I want to format the background and give it a little flavor. You can do all kinds of things to make it more appealing, visually appealing. But when we're dealing with just straight up research, it's pretty much just getting all the information in there so that people can read it. Like I said, you can go up to about 16 on this. That allow people to read it more if they need to, and you should be good. So if there's any questions, let me know, reach out. But that's how you use that. That's how you save that, and you should be good to go. All right. Thank you.